And we are back with another edition of season 4 of the 2-Hour Lunch Break podcast, a podcast from Austin for Austin. As you can see, we are back here at home base Dawa Studios. I am Saint, one half of the 2-Hour Lunch Break podcast, and I got my co-host,
Charles Zeus.
And we got a special guest, y'all. We got him. We finally got him. He's the treasurer and parliamentarian of 100 Black Men of Austin, an active member of Mos Cultura, a U.S. Army veteran and supporter of several other entities, Black-oriented and non-profit initiatives here in Austin, Texas. We've got Marvis, the middleman Dixon, in the building. How you doing, boss?
Hey, what's up, man? Good. How are y'all?
Doing well.
Doing good, man. We appreciate you, pulling up on us out of your busy schedule. I know we had to make some things
on time.
Hey, I think y'all are busier than me.
Right? Yeah, man. We had to do some things to make this happen, man. So let's start off, man. Let's dig into your background a little bit, right? So I know you're a big hitter in the Austin brewing scene, right? So
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about why brewing, like what led you to even get into that industry.
Man, I really can't tell you how. I just reached a call from a brewery that needed some help, and then I kind of started. I was a customer more, right? Okay. And then enjoying some breweries and coming along, then I kind of met one brewery, worked for them,
okay.
Went to the next, and then now where I'm at in South Austin at Fast Friends Beer Co. It's where I landed as one of the leads in the leadership, running front of the house with them.
Gotcha.
Awesome. So let me ask an off-tier question then.
Okay.
What's your favorite beer?
I'm an IPA drinker.
Okay.
But I'm learning to like the lighter beers now.
Why? What happened?
I guess because I got introduced to them more where I work now. So it's the brewers are really good with those styles. I mean, they're good with all the styles, but like the consistency they have with these lagers and pilsners, I've just been more leaning towards that first, and IPAs are kind of heavy sometimes.
I gotcha.
So I know it's my understanding, right, that you're not from Austin,
no.
Right? What brought you here?
The Army, man. I was from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, born and raised.
Okay.
So Army brat turned Army veteran. Had like 2 deployments to Iraq, and then my last deployment was through Fort Hood, which now is Fort Caballes, whatever it is.
Cavazos?
Yeah, something like that.
Excuse me for the people out there.
Yeah.
Fort Cavazos.
Yeah.
And then I got out after that. So then I decided to move to Austin. I didn't want to stay in Killeen, man.
I get that.
So how did some of your passions on social justice align with your involvement in the brewing industry?
It started with a brewery in San Antonio, Weathered Souls Brewing, my bro Marcus.
Okay.
Baskerville, shout out to Marcus, that started the Black is Beautiful initiative.
Okay.
So pretty much after George Floyd got murdered, he came up with this initiative to amplify what was going on. And he's been very successful with that initiative. So I was the front runner here in Austin with helping him promote that here in Austin. So I had like a big flag that says Black is Beautiful, and I would go to all the brewery releases and kind of try to get them to brew the beer. And what's really unique about it is that 100% of the proceeds went to any nonprofit dealing with social injustice. So I know some donations went to Austin Justice Coalition, some donations Austin Urban League, DAWA. There's so many more. There's an abundance of them, right?
Right.
But that was the initiative and the goal for that, and he's on like volume 2 now of that.
Dope.
It was a stout originally. Now it's an IPA, hazy IPA actually.
Nice.
Gotcha. So I know, doing some research right before we got started. I know building bridges seems to be like a major part of of the work that you do, right? So tell us a little bit about like how you leverage some of the relationships that you've built over time in the industry to impact the industry, for Black people in the community.
I think it's just being yourself and being genuine. I'm in that BIPOC community too. I'm Afro-Latino, so my mom's Panamanian, my dad's Black.
Okay.
And so a lot of times when I'm talking to a lot of people about doing collaborations and stuff, I just talk about like how we need to all be together, because my parents never taught me color. It was more or less like being good to people and taking in the good from other people genuinely. So I just try my best to think about, some things my dad say, like, the color of your skin might matter later.
Mm-hmm.
And, then joining the army, all we seen was like green,
Mm-hmm.
But then also, looking back, it still was that, mentality of separation of different races, So I just try my best to be front and forward of myself and give the people, my attention that really want to collaborate or want to sponsor something or support something. And if they don't fit, they don't fit. Or I'll find them somewhere else that they can fit.
Gotcha.
He's the middleman for
Right,
sure.
yeah.
I love it. So you talked about the collaboration with Black is Beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to hear a success story about that. Tell me a collaboration, whether it be Black is Beautiful, Building Bridges, so on and so forth, that you've personally encountered that you were like, hey, this was a complete success in my eyes.
I mean, I always will say the Black is Beautiful initiative was a complete success. Even that's what got me to do and amplify the work that I've been doing in the community. But I think the successfulness is the relationships that I've built with everybody that I've collabed with. I've done the Black is Beautiful collaboration, but also I've done my collaboration with Shannon Harris, the brew brother that's here in Austin, that's with Urban Jungle Brewing, which hopes to be real soon the first only Black-owned brewery in Austin. So we've been successful with that certain collaboration because it's supporting the BIPOC community, it's introducing people into craft beer. And so every one of those collabs we've sold out every time we released it. Or it's been a beer that people are like, you need to bring this back. So for me, Black is Beautiful will always be number one, and then getting an award for, being an ambassador of craft in the brewing industry is great. But more or less just the success stories of helping others, I think, is the biggest thing. A lot of people, I feel, don't take the time to like really realize the work that you do. So I kind of sit back, like the accolades are cool, right? But can't take them with you when you ain't here.
Right.
So that's my biggest thing is just success of seeing other people happy is the goal, honestly, and that's what makes me happy and to see.
That's what's up.
Gotcha. So let's take a step back a little bit, right? So I know you were just talking about it a second ago. I know you got the 2022 Ambassador of Craft Award, right, for your involvement with the Black is Beautiful campaign, right? So if you can, tell us a little bit about like how winning that award, like what was that experience like, and how was that impacted your work going forward?
Well, it was very humbling. It was surprising because I didn't know. I knew at the time they were like, "Hey, we want you to be at this thing," and I was just like, "Okay, it's a Texas Craft Brewers Guild Awards. This is gonna be fun, And when my bro Marcus was getting up there, and they were, I was like, "What's going on?" And he started. I had happened to get a text from like my mom or dad, and I hear him say my name, and then my picture went on the screen, and I was just kind of blown away, because I've noticed that I've done a lot of work, but sometimes you miss things, right? And I know that I wasn't doing the work for the awards. I was doing the work because it's what needed to be done, and what's gained from that is a lot of great people, meeting you guys, meeting Dawa, meeting the 100 Black Men of Austin, my brothers with them, and just the relationships that I've gained has been a great experience, and has continued to be great.
Right. Man, that's beautiful. So when you receive that award and that recognition, how does that help you with the overall influence, within your craft? I know, getting that award, right, is a recognition in and of itself, right? But how does that help you when you walk into the room and say, hey, look, I'm, and they already know, oh, wait, you won 2022 craft.
Right, got a big name.
Yeah, right. Big step up in here. How does that influence?
I don't think that I've walked in with that mentality. I'm a stepper, I think my work shows that.
Yes.
But it's just helped me that people know that there's someone like me, especially if they're the same color as me or they do the same work as me, that they see, oh, he's really here. He's not just someone that's been on social media texting what they're doing. It's more or less that, oh, he's in the same space that I'm in. He's here talking to people, and I try my best to talk to everybody. you know, from the person that I don't know to people that I do know, and just try to, you know, that's what I've gained. You know, I think if I flexed, it wouldn't look good in the community.
Right,
I just more or less just be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Gotcha, man. So let's talk about the As One collaboration you did. I know you brought it up, right? And I know it was to basically bring, you know, more of the BIPOC community into the brewing industry, right? So if you can tell us what was your inspiration behind that, and how was the impact of that campaign been so far?
The inspiration was that I've seen so many people or met so many people that's like, I don't really like beer, but I don't know what I like, or I've never been to the breweries, or always wanted to go to the breweries.
Right.
And they're just like, I never had no one to go with. And me and Shannon have been in the same boat.
Yeah.
We've just been like, go to a brewery, or like, kind of like, oh, what is all this on the board, right? And then someone telling you about it, and you're confused because you don't know, right? You don't. All you can say is, I'm looking for something light, or something that's not too bitter,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And with the As One collaboration, we wanted to make beers specifically that were approachable. So we're not giving you that triple IPA with 2 different fruit, and it just tears your palate up. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving you a stout that has all this flavor and chocolate and bourbon barrel aged. We just wanted to give you a beer that you can try the style, like a hazy pale ale, but it wasn't really hazy. We give you more of that fruit forward. Or we did like a winter warmer.
Okay.
And the winter warmer was like just enough that you could taste like the orange.
Yeah.
And like the molasses of the sweetness.
Okay.
So what we've gained from that is that more people that we know personally and their friends, you start seeing them out like, oh yeah, we at this brewery. I see them post all the time. Like, we went to this brewery, went to this distillery. You know, because our spaces need more of that in the beer industry in Austin. We need more people, you know, that BIPOC community in the spaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha. That leads me to a question, because I know you just said you and Shannon as well have kind of been into a brewery and been like, I don't know what to pick. Like, I don't know what to do. This is what I like.
Yeah.
I think, right? This is, because I know tasting beers myself, I'm like, you know, this Brother Thelonious is a little strong, but I like it because it's 13%. Or this Jellyfish is like real smooth, because I'm at the Domain and I don't want to, you know, be falling over myself in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So what would you as a beer connoisseur say? You know, I'm fresh into the game. I don't know anything about beer, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
What would be the kind of pillars or things that you would tell them? Hey, look for this, check out for this, watch out for that. What would be something that you would tell?
It's always good to ask questions, because you know that the person that's serving you the beer, they know the beer.
Yeah.
So I would just say, for me personally, just start off light. You start off light, then you might say, you have anything with a little bit more flavor? Okay. The flavor might be good, but you might be like, this is a little too bitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have something else? And I would just say, just stay light, because the more you go on alcohol percentage, oh yeah, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, right.
You might not like that sip of that stout that's like 10-12%, and it might turn you away from beer immediately. I wouldn't start with them high alcohol. I would start with them low alcohols. Kind of build yourself up.
Right.
Because a couple of those Jellyfishes after a while.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. No, you're right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right. right.
You know what I'm saying? Or any stout over 10%.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hitting. You know, so just ask questions. You know, that's what at Fast Friends. That's a lot of people come up with the same questions you ask. What do you have that's like this? Not like that, but we have this that's, you know, real light, and this one has a little bit of flavor, little honey notes. Okay. And usually within like the first 2 or 3, they're locked in.
Yeah, right.
And then they might dabble in the other stuff.
Yeah.
Or they'll stay where they're at.
Gotcha. So man, let's take a sidestep a little bit, right? So I know you had mentioned previously that you actually had a beer named after you, right? So congrats on that,
Oh,
right?
thanks,
So I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's a collaboration that you did with like Hodge Brewery, right?
Hedgehog?
Hedgehog. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hedgehog Brewing. So talk a little bit about like the inspiration behind them naming that, that specific beer after you, and what that means to you as a, like a heavy hitter in the industry to have that type of recognition.
Yeah, like first of all, shout out to Hedgehog Brewing. They
Yeah, shout
closed,
out
they
Hedgehog.
closed down, and
Oh, okay.
but Jonathan is at another brewery.
Okay.
So that's good. So shout out to Jonathan. So that came along with, there were times where I was kind of like not in the right headspace, super busy. I lived up north, and I was like, man, sometimes I just want to go get a beer, man. Like, where can I go? That's not too far. And they were the closest. And I met them one time, and I was like, where's the brewery at? I was like, oh man, that's up the street from me. So some days I would just go in there and chat and just like let out some stuff that's kind of my mind, or ideas, or things that I was planning, and they were always receptive of it. Him and his brother were always receptive of it. And come later on, I joked about it, and I just was like, y'all should just name a beer the Middleman. I kept joking about it, and they were laugh about it. They were like, yeah, maybe we should. And one day they came to me and they were like, hey man, we're gonna release a beer called the Middleman. And it was just based on the experiences that they had when they first met me, and they followed the work that I had been doing, and they just were like genuinely really expressed their support for me. So as I was supportive of them all the time.
Yeah, that's super dope. That is super dope. So tell us about some of the new initiatives that you got coming up, new ideas, new plans.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I have so much in my mind. I know we're taking As One to Houston.
Okay.
But I can't say the brewery yet. But we're taking the As One to Houston. Nice. We're going to redo some more of the As Ones in Austin. Me and my brothers of the 100, we're continuing to do the work behind the scenes too, with like the reading competency we've been doing in Austin ASD. And some other things of helping and building the community. I know today I wasn't able to make it, but they actually welcomed the kids back to the new location for the Texas Empowerment Academy.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. And just continuing to push the work that I've done. I do a lot of behind the scene work too. I'm sure in your phone you're going to ask me another question about the other stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, I do a lot of stuff that I don't really talk about either. It's just kind of low key.
Real.
Gotcha. So quick question, right? So I know you're very accomplished in the industry, right? You have all these advocacy initiatives that you've done. You've had these collaborations that you've done. With that said, though, what type of advice would you give to the young Marvis, to the young Middleman, right? That's, this is before the military vet, before Moscow Tutor, before, all the accomplishments that you had. What type of advice would you give to the younger you, as the younger you was looking to break into the industry?
Break out of the shyness and don't be afraid. I think I'm still naturally shy. It's hard to tell that.
Gotcha.
But I would just say, I should have broke out of this a long time ago. It took the Army to do that. I kind of was like shy.
Yeah.
Still quiet when I was younger. And then now it's like I'm normal.
You here? I'm here.
Right.
I'm in this thing.
Right.
I'm in this thing.
Right.
So give me I want to ask about just personally you. What are some goals that Marvis desires to achieve, or the Middleman desires to achieve in this space with the brewery? I know you said the aspiration of having the first black brewery in Austin, right? Transitioning to Houston. What's something that you want to achieve in this new 2024 year?
Get an intern. No. No. I just want to continue to have other people be more successful. I think when you're doing collaborations sometimes, or you're talking with people, or if I've helped people, sometimes they don't want to talk to the other party, which is weird. Maybe you get a donation and you're like, here. And I'm like, you should go talk to them.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, can you just do it?
Yeah.
I think my thing for this year is to let all the parties be more involved, and just support the stuff that I'm doing, right? And I want more people to come see where I'm at, over here at Fast Friends. It's a great location, and a lot of stuff that we're doing over there for change in that South Austin area is amazing. What's coming, we're open, but there's so much more to be done at that brewery building,
Right.
Yeah.
But I just want, I don't know, man. I've been winging life, I think, the past couple of years, That's not a question that's generally asked to me, so I don't have a really great answer, but I hope that was
perfect.
good.
Yeah, that was good.
Right,
That was good.
Right. So man, let's talk work-life balance a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I know you got a lot of pots on the stove.
Yeah.
Right. I know you got a busy schedule. Right. How
Yeah.
are you able to balance all that along with, people have personal lives, people have relationships, some people have kids, some people have, hobbies and projects outside of their normal work. How do you make all of that work and are still able to be as successful as you are?
I just do it.
That boy said Nike.
Right.
I think I'm so laser focused in the things that I do, and not wanting to let people down. It's hard for me to say no. So I just do it. I just and it's stressful. Trust me.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's times where I do get to relax, especially in my home, or riding in my car a little bit.
Right.
I think that the more mindset of people getting of being used to that. I think the Army has built me that way, kind of.
Okay.
We're always on the go. Last minute thing, hey, you got to do that. Cool, we going. Let's do it. And that's how I've kind of implemented the work that I've done. It's just like, keep going.
Yeah.
I could go to work, have to go support an event, go say what's up to the homie,
Yeah.
and then go back home, check my dog to go back to another event, and then go back home.
Whew. Man, it's tough.
I'm focused, man.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people have gotten this chance to hear that from me. I think some people think I'm playing games. It's not that I'm playing games. It's just that I know what I offer. I know what I
Right.
bring to the table.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm very trustworthy. I'm very much, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, unless I'm like sick or something, I'm gonna be there.
Knock it out. Yeah.
Even if it's for 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna be there.
Shit. No, I feel you. I feel you on that.
Where did the nickname Middleman come from?
Why do you ask that?
Because I'm so curious. Because people, how people give people dub nicknames, right? You don't never like, oh, I'm gonna call myself this,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right, like Zeus's nickname, how he got it was very, very interesting. Myself too. Well, my middle name, my full last name is Saint Julian, so they just cut it in Saint. So
Yeah.
how'd you get your nickname?
Just by being the connector. And I know some people say the middleman's bad, but I'm actually a good middleman. I've just was the connector. I've always been the connector. Even I got named that when the Black is Beautiful initiative started. So I kind of was like, Marvis. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then I was just like, what about, I'm kind of like the middleman. And then my bro was like, there it is, Marvis the middleman.
There it is.
And ran with it.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know what else I would have been called, so yeah, that's not a great story, but I've just been the connector of things. I think that's what really matters.
No, I get it, because the connector doesn't sound like it doesn't hit.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvis the connector.
Yeah, right.
Right.
We don't like that one.
So you got a superhero there.
Yeah.
They do, right? Yeah. Man, so let's do a change of pace, right? So let's go ahead and let's hit our this or that segment, right? So we're gonna hit you with a few this or that questions, a few rapid fire, and see what your responses are.
It sounds like a job interview.
Right.
Put
Gonna
on your
put you on the
suit and tie.
clock.
Yeah, put your
You
suit
know.
and tie.
All right,
yo.
let's go.
So you got it.
Yeah. So hops or malt?
Hops,
Okay.
Let's go craft beer or cider.
craft beer,
Okay.
Collaboration brews or solo projects?
both.
Oh,
Hit us
okay.
with a curveball.
Right. Okay. Traditional style or experimental brews?
Damn.
We got him.
We got one.
I'll go experimental. on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Experimental. Okay. Brewery tap room or beer festival?
Both. I love both aspects of those.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go Summer IPAs or winter stouts?
Damn it.
There we go.
Summer
We might
IPAs.
got one.
Summer. Okay, summertime. Okay.
They gonna be mad at me for that. Okay.
Local ingredients or global favorites?
Local.
Okay, last one. Let's go. Virtual beer tasting or in-person brewery visits?
In person.
Nice.
I feel like virtual can kind of be weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
in COVID days now.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
COVID,
yeah,
yeah.
But
yeah.
now,
now.
we need you to come.
Gotcha.
You said show your face.
Right, yeah.
So, man, you've hung out with us. You've got to experience what we're all about, man. And as we talked about before, give us somebody that you think would be a good guest for the show. But before you answer, it's got to be somebody that you can connect us with right in your phone and say, hey, look, hung out with the 2 Hour Podcast, and they're dope. You need to come fellowship and talk and tell your story. Who do you think that would be for you?
I got 3.
Go for it.
Hey, all right. Name
We
all
wanna-
3.
Yeah, we want to hear 'em.
Take as many as you got.
Okay, so I will go with my boy Ray with My Soul to Keep.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout
Okay.
out to Ray. My boy Laced from Laced and Found.
Shout out to Lady.
Okay.
And Shannon Harris, the Brew Brother, with
Okay.
Urban Jungle.
Shout out to
Hey.
Shannon. Bet. We'll be tapping
They
in with
say
y'all.
tap in
We
with
won't
us.
tap in.
Okay. So I was gonna say, man, before we wrap up, man, let's plug your social media handles. Where can everybody find you?
It will be the middleman _ATX on Instagram. That's all I got.
Hey,
So that's
got
all
it,
you-
got
that's
it.
all y'all need.
I got on
Right,
Facebook
right.
a while ago.
All right, man. So that wraps up, man, this edition of the 2 Hour Lunch Break Podcast. Let's say once again, man, shout out to the homie Marvis, the middleman, for
Yes,
pulling
sir,
up on
yes,
us,
sir.
taking time out of a busy schedule, to tap in with us. Shout out production behind the boards, man. Cafe Yodo. Shout out to our home studio, Dower Studios in East Austin, Texas. You can find all episodes of the 2 Hour Lunch Break on YouTube, Spotify,
All social media.
all streaming platforms. You can find us on social media at X at 2HLB Pod, and Instagram, the 2 Hour Lunch. Did I get those mixed?
No, you got them right. You got them
Okay,
right.
all
You got 'em
right. Thank you for tuning in. We out. All right.
right. He's like,
I was like,
on break.
Did I mix it? There we go.
That's what